from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
We'll recap last night's Henrico Board of Supervisors meeting and tell you about an honor for County Manager John Vithoulkas, as well as changes to some GRTC routes in the county, all coming up on today's Henrico News Minute. It's Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.
And now for the news.
Well, a full agenda last night for the county's Board of Supervisors, which voted on a number of items. Among them, the board authorized the sale of up to $55 million of general obligation bonds to the Virginia Public School Authority. That money will be used to expand the ACE centers at Highland Springs and Hermitage High Schools. That work should be done in time for the start of school in 2023. Supervisors also awarded a $25,000 contract for the first phase of consulting services for the new planned detox and recovery program that'll be built in a standalone center in eastern Henrico. The consultant will work with the county to provide services as design and construction, and also the first year of operation of the facility are undertaken. The supervisors also authorized an agreement with the Virginia Department of Transportation for improvements along Libby Avenue between Bethlehem Road and West Broad Street, where bicycle and pedestrian accommodations will be built. The project will cost $1.9 million. The county will oversee its construction, and VDOT will reimburse Henrico almost $1.7 million in federal money. Well, no surprise, yesterday the number of new COVID-19 cases in the county rose significantly following 2 days of lower than average reported cases. The county witnessed 138 new cases Tuesday, up from just 68 on Monday and 98 on Sunday, just averaging 118 new daily cases during the past 7 days. Case counts reflecting weekend test results typically are lower than those during the week. Henrico also reported 4 new virus-related hospitalizations yesterday. That's the most in 2 weeks, and 2 new deaths, both among people in their 50s. So far this month, there have been 11 deaths reported among Henrico residents related to the virus. Altogether, about 58% of the overall population of the county is now fully vaccinated, and 69% of the eligible population is. A raccoon that was killed by a dog a few days ago in the Lakeside area has tested positive for rabies, according to Henrico Police. The raccoon was found in the 8700 block of Sedgemore Drive. That's not far from Trevette Elementary School. The dog involved in the incident is quarantined on the owner's property, and there were no additional animal or human exposures. It was the second known rabies case in Henrico this year. The Virginia Department of Health has reported 5 cases of measles in the state among people who recently traveled from Afghanistan as part of the U.S. government's emergency evacuation efforts of that nation. Officials did not say whether the 5 were refugees or people who were assisting them. They're now contacting people in the Central Health region, which includes Henrico, and the Northern Health region who might have been exposed to those individuals. One of the exposures may have occurred at a Richmond area hospital on September 10th, according to officials. And most Americans are vaccinated against measles as children. The vaccine confers lifetime immunity. Anyone with questions about the investigation should contact their local health districts. You can find information at www.vdh.virginia.gov/local-health-districts. If you use GRTC from Western Henrico, you'll want to take note of some express route changes recently announced by the organization. Routes 23X, 26X, and 27X are being consolidated with the 29X for additional trips with increased express demand. Buses are assigned again to each express route in service, but vans will no longer be operated on those routes. The 29X Gaskins Express route now has additional trips to accommodate increased demand. There will now be park and ride service only at the Gaskins Express lot at the Fairfield Inn in Innsbrook, 9937 Mayland Drive. Riders should not park at the Parham, Fordson, or Glenside Cloverdale Park and Rides. There's no service there until further notice. For details, visit ridegrtc.com. The Henrico County Public Schools Welcome Center at J.R. Tucker High now carries the name of Henrico County Manager John Vithoulkas, who's an alumnus of the school. School officials made the announcement during a dedication ceremony September 13th. The center assists families who have entered the county by evaluating, assessing, and registering their students in their zoned schools. It was established back in 2006 and has helped more than 7,500 children whose families came to the county from more than 120 countries. Vithoulkas himself came to the U.S. from Greece with his family as a young child and later became a naturalized citizen. During Monday's ceremony, officials also announced the creation of the annual HCPS John Vithoulkas Community Impact Award for those who embody his commitment to enriching the lives of Henrico citizens. Absentee voting begins on Friday in November elections, and one election that local voters will pay close attention to is in the 73rd House of Delegates district, which includes a large chunk of western Henrico. Two familiar faces will be squaring off. It's a rematch of the race 2 years ago in which Democrat Rodney Willett defeated Republican Mary Margaret Castleberg, earning just more than 52% of the vote. The race is considered a key battleground for both parties again this year, and both candidates are preparing for a tight contest. We've got a preview of this race. You can visit henricocitizen.com and click on News and then Government to read more about it. Yesterday on henricocitizen.com, we started a new regular feature called Faces of Henrico Business. A couple times a week, we'll be profiling a local employee. If you'd like to be included in the section, just email a photo of yourself at your business to citizen@henricocitizen.com, and you can check out our first feature right now on henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then Faces of Henrico Business.
As we all strive to do our part during this extraordinary time, Henrico Area Mental Health serves as your local and public mental health agency, continuing to do its part. We all experience mental health challenges, especially during extreme challenging times.
It doesn't matter your age, gender, race, or ethnicity. Each person is affected differently. If you're a resident of Charles City, New Kent, or Henrico counties, and you, a family member or friend or someone you know, may need someone to talk to about the mental health challenges being experienced.
Do your part and call us at 804-727-8515. That's 804-727-8515. We're here to help. Remember, mental health is good health. Call Henrico Area Mental Health at 804-727-8515. That number again is 804-727-8515.
This message comes to you from Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.